Today we're getting this Boss radio installed in this Volvo, and the radio that we had in here, you can see the last video, I left a link down below that shows you how to install a radio in this car, but it just didn't make it. So I've gone with...
I think it was our kid.
I think it was just junk.
So we got better.
Yeah.
Better.
We've actually had quite a few Boss products. We had a Boss product on our ATV, in our boat, in our son's Lincoln, and now in this Volvo.
We have videos on all of that.
Yes. And we also had a mono amp that we used for quite a while, and it's going in this car probably next video. So you can stay tuned for that. But we're gonna get this in, so y'all hang with us.
Turn on the couch.
16-inch fan. We're gonna mount it up. We're in a temperature switch. You keep wiping the Jeep.
Yeah, you're sweating on everything. The whole floor in here. I can't step back anymore.
Okay, we didn't have to move the exhaust. We didn't have to jack up. We didn't have to do anything.
Look at that.
Okay, so when you get your radio out of the box, this is what you get. So on the front here, you have your power button, you have a mic button, figure out what that does. You have your volume button, and you have an SD card, so you can put in the SD card in this thing. And of course it's got this screen where you can touch it and make it work. On the back of this radio, which they had no pictures online for, you have your RCAs. So you have your video in, and right in, left in audio. Then you have your RCAs for your amps. So you have front and rear RCAs for speakers, and then you have your subwoofer RCAs. Pretty nifty, and this has a 15 amp fuse. So 15 amps, you're probably not going to get the 340 watts this thing says, but hopefully it has a decent volume. Now on the back here we also have your USBs for the Android and Apple Play, and also just a charging one with video front and rear cameras. So, and also your mic input, which is right here, so you can plug in a mic so you can talk on your telephone hands free. So it's not that heavy, it's prospectively thick. It has a diagram on the top here, so you can, if you lose the instructions, you can rewire it if need to move it to another vehicle. Good thing. Then we have our wiring harness. This has your speaker outputs, SWC input, I don't know what that is, antenna output, remote turn on, and all that good stuff. Your mounting brackets with screws. We're going to be using this. I'll leave a link down below. This is for the Volvo dash. I'm going to make it a lot easier. And then I have the wiring harness for a Volvo. So links all down below, and check it out. May get to in the next video installing the amp and this speaker. Yeah, a little boom to our life. So when you're wiring this thing up, of course, your color codes pretty much match what you get on your harness here. So you have yellow, red, blue, and black. Where's my black wire? Here's my black wire. So all the wires I need to make wiring this possible. Now on the speaker wires, the same thing. I have my harness here, I have my colors here. I just match up the colors. The ones with stripes match up to the ones with stripes here. That way you get your positive and negative correct, and you get that boom out of the original speakers. If you're wiring backwards, you're going to get less boom. You're not going to be as happy. When wiring, I always use these heat shrink butt connectors because I can slide them in there, crimp them up, and then I can heat them for that added hold. When you heat these up, it's like a little glue substance comes out of them. Keeps that wire from being pulled out as easily. You can still pull it out. Just put some muscle in it. You got it. You can do that. Okay, so I have most of the wiring done except for the positive on this, and I was going to show you how I connect these wires. And I have this cover over them. So I take that off, and then I'll take and spin this like this so I can bend it. And then I'll put that right in the connector. I don't cut off any wires. And then I'll squish it down. Now when I'm squeezing these, I use this for leverage so I don't bruise my paw as much. Also, for the wires I didn't use, I went ahead and taped them right over here over the connections. That way nothing will touch, and if I want to use these in the future, I still have them. And there we go. Now we need to put this in this. So right here on this front, you have these clips, and you'll unclip this face from the radio. I have to mount it in this mount. And need some zip ties, because to make this mount stay on this, you have to put through these holes right here, and then you have to zip tie it. So I put one zip tie in. My zip ties aren't long enough. Story of my life. And then I take and add another zip tie to it. Now I'll take and put this through here like this. And do that on the other side. And then cut off the excess. See, it's not moving. Okay, and then I'll slide my radio in here. And look at my hole mounts and make sure that my hole mounts are lining up. And this will further hold this this unit together. So now I have my holes picked out. I got that one and that one I want to use. Then I get my screws. I don't have to use their mounts. So with my holes lining up, okay, the radio is not moving. That's a good thing. So it's clipped in. Whew, that was a pain. That's all clicked in. Now we can just easily mount this up. I put 2 screws on either side, and then zip tied this, and I dropped my radio in. There's a little gap underneath, but nobody should see that. Now I'm going to install the radio in the car. Now on this car, I've got C-link down below where I actually pull this apart, because I've done this in other radio installs. But first thing I'm going to do is pull this out. And then there's 2 screws down here. I'll pull this out so I can get my radio in. And then I'll take and plug my wires back here into my radio. I also plug my antenna wire. Now I didn't show you this at the beginning, but it's down below. It comes with this kit. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to plug in, this makes it easy, plug in my antenna, plug in my gray, the right direction, plug in my green. This is why I do all my wiring on the bench. And then I'll drop this in. I'm going to heat shrink these later, because we're going to put the microphone somewhere in here, wherever my son wants it. and drop this down in here. There we go. Drop this up here like this. I'm not putting any screws in yet. There we go. And then this would just pop in like so. Of course, there'd be screws. And that's the basis of the install. And then we crank it on. Lights up.
Start recording.
That's his dash cam. Tuner. Okay, so my son's home. He's actually holding the camera and he wants his microphone right here so he can talk and people can actually hear him. So we have to go through this, man, your car's dirty, through this, and so to do that we have to pull this off. Here we go. I could probably squeeze it all through there. Yeah, I can get it all the way down. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull this little sticky off the side, off the back. And I'm going to stick it to where he wants it, which is right here. Now hopefully this holds really good. It wiggles around so you can move it where you want. I wonder how long that's going to wiggle around till it's just dangling. And then we'll take the cord and we will go underneath that and we're going to go down the side of this thing on the inside. Okay, so I have that cord all run down. Now I'm just going to pop this back in place. Let me move this on the other side here. And pop it in. Now you want to make sure you get the rubber seal out after you pop it all in place. There. Whew. Where'd my screwdriver go? Take and pull the rubber seal on the outside of the plastic. There we go.
Oh, wow.
And that's all ran. And there, you have a microphone. Does that look okay?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, good. Okay, so now we're going to run this through our fuse box. And so to open your fuse box, just like that, that's where we installed the amp. And we already have this GPS ran. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this cable since it came off the old busted radio. And we're just going to cut it so we don't have to run it all through the dash. We just pull it through. So we cut that off, throw that away, and now we have this cable we can pull with. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tape this thing on here and hopefully it pulls all the way through. That's the dream I have, at least. So I go right here, get this taped on. What you want to do is make sure you cover up the tip so it doesn't hang on something. You got mosquitoes over there?
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to pull it through. Okay, so now we have this cable, which is our old GPS cable, and we're going to take and just basically pull this through, and it's going to follow the same path. And now we have our cable through. And now we have microphone ran, and with minimal effort. And we just take the tape off and we plug in the microphone jack right here. And we are done. And you gotta get all the tape off the little end. There you go. And you plug in your microphone jack. And we're done. Okay, so our son said he wants Bixby, so he wants his USB plugged in. So we had to pull the radio back out, and now we have the USB. Okay, Brian, you want to take your screen cover off?
That's trash.
You see it?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the radio off. There you go, you got it.
Look at that.
Oh wow. You got it's Friday, 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's Friday.
And we got our USBs ran. So they're not ran good, but we can probably improve that in the future. But this thing does Android Play.
And Apple CarPlay.
Yes. So the radio's in. And if you want to see how it actually functions and works, you're going to have to wait for a later video because we want to give our son a couple weeks to play around with it. Make sure it's a good product.
It's loud.
It is loud.
I heard it in the house.
And that was on factory speakers.
Yeah.
So it does really well, and the Android Play is what we use, but it also has the iPhone Play if you're into that. Our son seems to be into that now because he has it. So
Doesn't have iPhone.
no, he has the Android Play.
Oh, Android, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it because it connects up and he can talk to his phone and it writes on the screen. And the mic placement where we put that, crystal clear phone calls, that works good. So a lot of good marks for this product. There is a lot of good reviews for this Boss product. So yeah, I'll leave a link down below for the product as well as the install videos and the other Boss radio installs we have if you want to go check them out. And also if you're looking for great eats, go check out this girl's recipes. She cooks new recipes on the website every week, and we also have a video on
Well, they're new to
this
you
channel.
guys. They're not new to us.
No,
We eat them.
and they're good. And so the last couple recipes have been awesome. So
Last couple.
all the recipes have been awesome. But I really like
But you also get to eat them a lot too.
I do, I get to eat them.
Right.
So
I'm not saying that correctly.
I am not. But y'all go check out her recipes. DineInWithDanielle.com down below. Or you can go to Chris Does What. Just click recipe in the menu. Takes you right there. And if you like this video, go ahead and down there give us a like. It looks like this. If you like our channel, subscribe. Also down there has a little bell for that added reminder so you can get extra annoyed with us. And y'all please take care.
Nice. Okay, well, I hope not. Bye.
Y'all stay tuned. Okay guys, today we're getting this Boss radio installed in this Volvo.
I feel a little bit more energetic.
Okay.
Happy medium day.
Happy medium. Okay.